to the TFT tournament for the 2019 All-Stars event. I am Kobe, joined by Mark Zimmerman and Joshua Jatt Leesman.
He's a guest,
Hi.
though.
Yeah.
I'm a caster.
But we are joined by him.
Yeah, you have
yeah.
the host,
I just
the
wanna make sure.
co-caster, and the guest.
Yeah, just want to make
Just
sure
so we're
he's
clear
not
on
the
roles.
same
Because
level.
you've played the least recently.
Especially set 2. I played
And
a lot
overall.
of set 1.
I have to
Yes.
throw you as much under the bus as much as
I
possible.
played a good amount of set 1.
If you at home, though, have questions for us about TFT, then hit us up on Twitter at LoL Esports, and we'll see if we can help you in your climb as well.
Yeah.
Shall we get into the game?
I
hear some.
I
I
have
some
a question.
noises. Not yet.
Who is the favorite?
Who is the favorite?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Hafu. I'm not familiar with all the
ranks?
Eastern players. Like I know Jschritte actually is pretty good as well.
All right, so that was just a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
But
Well, I was just saying,
first question, swing and a miss.
I know 4 of the names.
Okay, we got an Inferno map here for the extra attack speed.
I like it.
Looking at Hafu herself, she's got the Brawler's Glove. Thief's Glove and Frozen Gauntlet are probably the 2 best items out of that.
So what's the format of the Legends tournament then?
So
Because
these are the
there-
legends.
there were
These are
8
all challenger.
Yeah. There were
plus
8
player.
different challengers that played yesterday. Becca won that one.
These are more challengers.
What does that mean?
These are more challengers.
When
What does winning do for you?
not you just need to make top 4.
Okay.
And then top 4 from that group, and the top 4
And
from
then
this
the
group.
top 4 go to the finals, and that's what matters the most.
Yes.
So winning actually gives nothing more than 4th place. For the purpose of this, like aside.
Yeah,
from
way to hype it up,
winning's
Jatt.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, no, it means to draw attention towards the top 4.
Yeah.
I feel like that should change your strategy a little bit.
Well, yeah. So
Because you should play differently if you're going for top 4s versus if you're trying to win.
there's different formats for a lot of TFT tournaments. So like the Rise of the Elements Invitational, the last day really heavily prioritized first places. You saw people go for more volatile hyper roll strategies. This is one where top 4 is the most important. So things like Ocean Mage and some of the more consistent ones should definitely be a priority.
Yeah, so the good early game starts that we should be looking for. It's Woodland Druid and Ocean Mages. What else is there?
Predators are super contested as well. Usually in the TFT lobbies, at least the higher rated ones, you'll have at least 2 people typing me pred after the first few rounds.
Really?
Whoever got some Predators.
So there's like cooperative predator
It's a
taking.
joke. It's a meme.
Oh, it actually is a meme.
Yeah, because so many people do them early.
Well, and you're trying to scare people
yeah.
off.
And
you know?
there's actually some variations on Predator. Like you can hyper roll early before you level up to 5.
And
Try
what
3-star.
round is the best round to hyper roll if you're going?
Before Krugs, so you don't spend any money on leveling up.
Well, it's 3 ones. It's the one right after.
Yeah.
Krugs.
Yeah, right.
Because they've added a lot to the UI since like early set 1, where I feel like most people were jumping into TFT. So like now we're on round 1-4.
But you also don't have to hyper roll them. You
Yeah.
can go later and you can transition into poison stuff. Most people have been focusing on just getting your right items for stuff like Singed instead. All right, so this is looking like some pieces for the Woodlands Assassins.
Yeah. Off
You have
to
the
a good start.
options.
This is actually even better start. I like having the oh, I thought that was a 2-star LeBlanc. Excuse me, it's not.
And the reason why Woodland Druids is such a good start is because the region that you get for them is insane early. It's flat, so it doesn't scale very well.
Yeah.
But early on, it's incredibly powerful. Plus, obviously, you get the duplicate champion if you get the full 3.
And they have a lot of defensive things built in. Maokai's passive when he auto attacks after spellcast heals.
Yeah.
Ivern gives the shield, and so if you don't have like the DPS check to actually punch through and finish something off, they'll usually whittle you down. In this instance, though, having a 2-star Diana is plenty to actually get some kills.
What's the meta in terms of sitting on 10 gold early versus having a full bench? Because I see a lot of full benches here with not many people trying to get early econ.
So I would say the higher skill, the more open you should leave yourself. You have a lot of players.
Even if it means you get less money.
Yeah, you buy a whole bunch of stuff, as you can see, you get a big board here so that you have more options. Because the damage early doesn't mean that much. A little bit of damage early, you don't take that much, plus you can just have earlier carousel picks for items. And pretty much everybody will be able to scale decently. But having those options is way more important.
Scarra's got a lot of money.
He's got a lot of money. He's been in a bit of an awkward spot.
Yeah.
He's kind of got Woodland Druid, but then he's also got a
That
2-star
Nasus.
Nasus.
I mean, you say awkward, I feel like that's not awkward at all because the more 2-stars, the better.
Man, it's so
Not-
awkward
not-
how rich I am.
Exactly. It's a first world problem. Like, oh, I got all these random 2-stars. Well, I have a bunch of 2-stars.
I just mean that what's the likelihood it actually ends up getting play in?
Having a light warden.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing about getting 2 stars 1 cost is they sell for full value. They're like the only.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. I just mean like his Diana's not completed. And as soon as he completes a Diana or gets close to 5, you're putting other things in. So like you're starting to round out your assassins.
But I mean, Nasus just by himself is good early on. He's one of the ones that can hold a Morella Nomicon early as well, because when he ults, he gets AoE damage all around himself, can apply it. And it has decent early synergies with the Warden. So just popping in 2 stars early on gives you a big benefit.
Okay, what are the chances Scarra wins?
I'd say 1 out of 8.
Still? I feel like he has one of the better starts. He's got a lot of money. He's got early 2 stars. He's surely up to like 1 out of 6.
I'm sticking with my 1 out of 8.
That's the most conservative possible prediction.
Well, we're gonna have to check in on what was Hafu. She's at the lowest health, but I think she had Woodlands now. So
yeah, but she didn't have that many things completed, and wasn't even above 20 gold. I don't think so. She wasn't in a great spot.
Okay.
Man, this feels like a really heavy Woodland Druid lobby.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a reason, right? It's so powerful early.
That's one of the things that makes this set a lot harder, aside from like relearning stuff, is the fact that in set 1, do you know the exact numbers? Like there were 39 of each one.
It was 39, and it's down closer to I think 30 in this one.
Isn't it in the 20s? Isn't it
Or
like
maybe
27?
Maybe it's 27. Yeah.
Yeah. So if so many people already have Maokai, it'll be almost impossible to 3-star a Maokai unless someone else sells.
Well, that's why I like Honglaw's position, even though he lost there. He was already in the Ocean Mage package and had some upgraded like Atelia too.
Yeah, and you don't commit to Woodland Druids unless there aren't other people, and then you're hyper rolling. But if there are, they're 1-cost units. You just sell them back at full value.
Yeah, it's
good
totally
early game.
You can take Woodland Druid and just use it as an early game, and then by stage 4 you start selling them off as you put in other things into your comp and complete other set synergies.
I want you to update your Scarra prediction to something other than 1 of 8.
All right, I'll keep you updated on the Scarra.
I mean, it's such confirmation bias.
For some reason, I feel like he's 1 out of 4.
I'm bumping him up to 1 out of 6 now.
Okay,
I think you're too aggressive. See, you can get too focused on the health early, but he does have starting to build a win streak. Yeah, so we'll see if you continue that.
He's win streaking with high gold. I feel like that's just an embarrassment of riches.
This is a critical point, though. We'll see how he does for the transition.
He also leveled there to get a little bit more power in to protect his win streak. He knows he's not in the hyper roll game plan, and he's focusing more on keeping a win streak alive.
Yeah, so that also means that he's never going to try max out his Woodlands, because since he's leveled, he's going to be going for a higher cost comp, but we just don't know what that's going to be yet.
And you can have really big swings in your chances to win later, depending on if you get an early Singe, if you get something early 5-cost.
The game Becca won, someone else had a 16-game win streak in it, and then she just managed to hit all the right things.
She 2-starred Zed, Singed, Tarek as
got
well.
a Crystal Lux, had a 3-star Skarner, 3-star Kog'Maw. You know, she was able to really rally hard. So that's why I kind of agree with Kobe, where we're like, yeah, Scarra's in a really happy, great spot to be, but you still need to actually find that late game.
Yeah.
All right.
1 out of 4 is still only a 25% chance. Come on.
I know.
Jatt stats, my friend.
I think 3 people is the perfect number for a TFT cast, by the way.
Yeah, you're really into some numbers right now.
Yeah.
This is a slightly different lobby than what we were seeing. There's a lot more levels to 5 here. I think because no one seemed to go hard on Predator.
I think we have a bit of an interview here with Scarra. So the optimal number is now going to increase to 4.
All right, yes, that's right. I'm here with Scarra. We're going to check in. Sitting in first position currently, tied up with Jinsol. I see Woodland Druids at the moment and the makings of Assassins. This is the composition that Virus ran all the way to top 2 just yesterday before getting taken down by Becca. But explain to me the strategy, kind of the power curve, and how you're feeling about your position right now.
It's called the aggro comp, but I'm not doing it because Hafu said she needed to do it, so I'm giving it up to her so that she would get top 4.
Oh, this is teamwork.
I don't know if I'll be able to win though from this position, but it should be fine.
Well, so what's the concern then? Because you gave up some crucial pieces. Does that mean you might be forced to pivot at some point?
I'm forced to pivot out right now because I gave it up.
All right, so with that in consideration, 36 gold sitting at, what are you, level 5 right now. What are you looking for? What are the crucial pieces that could show themselves to you that might indicate a pivot?
I'm definitely going to go 100% foreshadow from this position.
100% foreshadow. So which are the pieces that we just saw picked up? Sion, Veigar.
These 4 right here.
All right, so the 4 on the left side of the screen. Is there eco involved that's necessary for this? You're gonna have what's the level that you need to be in order to make this happen?
Probably 7. But I'm going for top 4. I don't think I can get first unless some really lucky stuff happens.
All right, so top 4 to move on to tomorrow. We're gonna look to force Shadow. Gentlemen, you heard it here first. That's what Scarra's strategy is. We're gonna toss it back to you now.
I'm almost positive that Scarra did not say 1 and 4. He said he didn't think he was going to win.
Yeah, he said he's looking at top 4.
I don't think he...
5%. Jatt. That's
What?
what
I'm saying 1 in 20. He has gotten lower odds since loading into the game.
Because he's colluding with Hafu to give away a comp.
But honestly, if Hafu's not going to back down and she keeps the pieces, right, then
I mean, it's true. It's
literally
assured destruction.
only one of them can roll for those 3 stars.
Yeah, well, and she's actually doing it right now. Scarra and a lot of other people actually leveled. I'm not sure how many people are going for the hyper roll, but they call it the egg roll comp. Is that what he said?
So yeah, I've heard a lot of the higher ranked players calling it egg roll. I have no idea where egg roll comes from with those units. How is that? How do you get egg roll?
Like
I have no idea.
Legends are eggs.
There's been a lot of variations of names of like donkey roll or hyper roll, and you're like, okay, so that's just rolling a lot. But what's the egg part of this?
It beats me. I have no idea. She's needs 3 more Renekton's to actually complete this. And she already has a lot of good Renekton items, so.
Yeah.
Renekton is certainly a big part. A lot of people are talking about how hard it is to take him down because you get so much healing. She's got the 2 big defensive items, Phantom Dancer and Dragon Claw.
There's 1 more.
Yeah, and she needs to do everything now because next round she'll automatically level to 5, which will reduce her odds to get the 1-cost unit.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't get... She had 5 more potential rolls, I guess.
Yeah.
She just wants something auto-completes to get onto the board to free up bench space, so she didn't need to sell any of her units, because you basically want all of those.
All right, back in with Scarra, the Shadow player. We talked with Lothar a little bit about Shadow yesterday, because since not that many people go for it, you can transition like Scarra is doing a little bit later into it, and the units probably won't be contested.
Yeah, I mean, this was a weird lobby where I didn't see that many Predators. I didn't see that many Ocean Mages. I saw a ton of Woodland Druid, and what that does is, like, make everyone scared to hyper roll. So other than Hafu, I'm not sure how many people actually went for that strat.
And a lot of people just ended up kind of econ.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Some Ocean Mages in action, though.
Wow, he's already got Brand.
It is a level 6, already has a Brand.
That's pretty crazy. Brand Annie already completed at level 6 and didn't have to spend too much econ. He still got 20 left for Honglian.
And look at the items. Those are amazing items for Brand. Those are like top tier. Having Morella Namicon to bounce around, as well as the Spear of Sojin, and he put them on the attack speed hex from the Flame, so you can attack faster and charge up your Sojin mana autos even faster. Big part of that is Ocean gives you the mana early for your first cast, so then you can get your Sojin auto attacks off as well.
My biggest issue with set 2 is I get the good starts, and then I really suck at transitioning.
Why?
Because you haven't played enough and you don't know what all the
I was like, is it my issue with set 2?
That's the point that I'm bringing this up.
I thought you were going to criticize something about set 2 itself. That's a you problem.
It's a me problem.
Let me tell you, there are a lot of...
and I'm working on it.
Yeah, there's a lot more options. So a lot of the players have talked about they like the beginning, at least, of this set because there are a lot more endgame comps that you can go for. Poison, Electric is good.
Well, I think
Ocean Mages, Predators,
means more so than there's a lot of things that you can put in your comp in late game that are situationally really good. Like
specking Mystic for
getting
MR.
Mystics, getting Clouds, getting
Cloud for
the
dodge.
Poison in. Like getting all those things and knowing what you're playing up against is a lot harder this set, where there's a lot more stuff you can slot in late game against your specific opponents.
But I also mean fully completed endgame comp.
Yes.
Because set 2 turned into a lot of everyone racing for the same thing.
You mean set 1?
Set 1.
A lot of people
set 1 was like there were 2 or 3 comps that were the best, and there was a larger pool, so everyone could kind of end up with the same thing. This is a lot more about finding what's working in that one particular lobby, as well as what will counter the others.
See, that's really cool for good players. For me right now, you're not
For
giving
flow
me...
charters, it's not that
You're
easy.
not giving me the thing I should do to go win a TFT set 2.
And we've been talking about coaching a lot because these legends that are on stage are supposed to help coach their littles.
Ooh.
And generally, my idea of what's best for that is to give 2 options to your little so they don't have to think about too much.
Give me the 2 things.
And like you're saying,
Scarra's going Shadow, so is that one.
So here's what I would give you.
Okay.
I wouldn't give Shadow,
Wow.
even though that is decent since not a lot of people are going to go for it, so you probably could get it most of your games. But my first 2 that I would give to people are either Predators or Ocean Mages.
Wow, that was such a clean transition by Zarzay there. He actually went all the way from Woodland Druidish Assassin thing into Blade Master Desert transition, and I think this is relatively uncontested. Off that carousel, he also did manage to get the assassin, or excuse me, the Blade Master item on the Nocturne.
Exactly. That's a key part of this build because you don't really want the Aatrox in there, so you want to turn Nocturne into the Blade Master. It's a very, very good carry.
So that's the exact thing
passive.
Jatt is bad at in this set, was that transition.
Identifying when you should transition and how you can do it.
Yeah, he might have gotten a little bit weaker there, but it did free up a lot of his board space and kept him above 50 pretty easily.
Oh, Hafu never got the 3-star 4 Renekton.
Oish. I think she's sitting on 8 different...
Is it still uncontested?
It's an expensive
too?
board.
It looks like she's still the only one going for it.
Well, she started econing a little bit because she's back up to 33.
Yep.
So she's setting up for a potential another roll later on.
Yeah, probably wait till the end of 5.
Yep.
Because that's what a lot of people do, right? They'll roll really hard right before it auto levels them to 5. Then they'll kind of re-econ and then roll again once they've hit what, like 40 or 50 gold?
You will never die in stage 3 as long as you're not completely like inting.
Yeah.
And so you go for the hyper roll strat and then you re-econ back up until after wolves usually, as opposed to just keep mashing D because you'll get more rolls in the end.
And especially for you, Jatt, I know you're talking about having trouble with transitions already. You need to be able to do this type of thing very quickly.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at your life total, anytime you get like below 30, I think you should really start spending your money because you'll see a lot of people have decision paralysis.
That was actually my jam
dying.
in set 1. I would usually ride, I would play very greedy econ, and then kind of grind up afterwards, like once
Once you start to get around the 20s, you get very nervous.
20 is too low. You should you should never really econ below 40 before trying to roll. Because at that point, it's like one unlucky draw, especially in this set when you can tech against stuff. So like if you hard roll and hit 6 mages and then play someone that's MR stacking mystics, you just get really salty.
I spy a singed.
All ready for Jschritte.
Okay, that's quick.
But he is Ocean Mage, and that's one of the harder ones, I think, to get a full poison package in because you need the Ocean Warden setup as well as the Summoner Inferno, which he has all that stuff. So he's in a really great spot. It's just getting the Singed in can be hard.
I mean, Singed is fine, just putting him in by himself.
Yeah, if you have the Morel Nomicon
So
not on your brand yet, absolutely just stick it on the Singed. But the Morel Nomicon is already on the Zyra. I wonder if he would give up Inferno Zyra to get those items on the Singed.
Phantom Dancer popping out of the wolves for him there. That's definitely one of the best
And a
items
GA.
as well.
He can go either one.
All right, Scarra, he's got a lot to do.
Shadow.
Look at all these
He
items.
has so many items.
He should use those
Got a
items.
Zed too as well.
He also got Hafu rolling down.
Not a Z2, but a Z also.
All right, let's see if Hafu can actually hit these Renekton's or Maokai's or Ivers.
Or
Her bench is
Kha'Zix.
so full.
He wants all these things combined.
She wants the Maokai, but she can't. Did she have to level so she could get bench space for the Maokai purchase?
Yes.
That is tragic.
Well, yeah, she also has to make moves now too, because you can't keep waiting on this Renekton forever.
Yeah.
She wants to upgrade Kha'Zix as well.
She needs one more Renekton. She's there.
And she has no Nico's help. Would you... That's something that is always a bit of decision paralysis when you have a Nico's help. Like, would you ever use it on a 1 cost just to get the bench space? Or do you almost always want to save that for an endgame unit?
You would only ever use it for the 1 cost if you're like literally about to die and it gets you over the edge. Otherwise...
But if you're also in this scenario and you're about to level as well, like the chances of getting 1 cost drop off so heavily.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Even at 6, it's pretty hard. If you go to 7, you're not. It's really, really rare to.
Okay. I'm going to be so sad if she doesn't get this stuff after Scarra colluded to let this happen.
All right, let's go. Renekton. There it is.
All right.
Okay. And it's already got the items.
Yeah, so it's a super strong Renekton.
Yeah.
She also has the Kha'Zix in now, so the Assassin... Like, this is a pretty good position to be in from the mid-game. Not quite as strong or as healthy, because this is normally a little bit snowballier of a comp.
Yeah, and She doesn't have the Diana. Oftentimes when you're rolling early, you'll find a lot of Dianas because nobody else goes for them. So it doesn't have the 3-star Diana, but Qiyana in there is going to fill that role. And Qiyana's a very good unit by itself as well, and does give you that assassin bonus.
I just heard we have an interview with Hafu. I'm curious what she thinks of the roles she just got, or if that took too long.
All right, let's get it. On-stage interview, please.
All right, thank you very much, Jatt. That's right. I'm here with Hafu, who just 3-starred the Renekton. We heard that Scarra had to interweigh the composition so that you would have an opportunity at it. Did you feel good about hitting it there, or do you feel like you had to invest too much?
I'm definitely behind. I mean, I took like 25 damage, I don't know. I was at like 78 in 3 rounds. And I was like, I need to hyper roll, otherwise I don't think I can catch up this game.
So what do you still need to make this come together and ultimately top 4?
Everything. I need everything.
So what is everything? Is everything a certain, like, level 7, level 8? What are the pieces that still bring this all together?
I mean, I'm 2 off Maokai 3, 1 off Kha'Zix. If I get Qiyana to 2, I mean, I have a lot of upgrades left, and I feel really fragile.
All right, so upgrade sounds like the name of the game. Item-wise, I see that the Renekton is stacked, but in general, with this kind of composition, are these the items you're looking for, or something else?
I'm a little scared without Amarello, and I also haven't done this without Diana. I had like 1 Diana after I rolled it down, so I'm going Qiyana instead, but I still only have a Qiyana 1. So we'll have to see how this goes, but oh my god.
A very close fight here. We'll see if we can pull it off. The Renekton does not. All right, well, with 22 gold left to go, is it eco to what point, and then where are we going?
I mean, I'm going to try to get a Force of Nature off the carousel. If I don't get that, I'll go for Thieves' Gloves, and then I'll try to just get some Mystics in.
All right, there you have it. It sounds like we got the strategy laid out for you, gentlemen. I'm going to let you get back into it, Hafu. See if you can pull it off. Take it away, guys.
All right. We have some live questions fed to us by Twitter as well.
I'm ready to answer them.
Yes. We'll give Jatt first crack.
Yeah, he gets the first answer. We can correct him if he's right or wrong.
All right, first one is not too hard. Kiwanion asks, what am I looking for when I look at other people's boards, when you're scouting around?
Yeah, you're looking for duplicate units of what you have. So if they're going for the same stuff you have, and if they're further along than you are, that's a good thing to notice. Also, if you're seeing counters to your current comp, you should understand that to try and pivot.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why the first thing that most of the pros say when you ask them, what's the most important thing, is to know, quote unquote, the meta. So you know what the strong builds look like. So if you scout around, you can see what people are going for.
The other thing worth noting is if you haven't played in a while, the left side that shows your synergies, when you hop to another person's perspective now, it gets updated to their board. So
that's so helpful.
Some people actually scout super quick now just by glancing at the left side, and you can just tab through and see how many people were in Woodland Druid early game or something like that.
Yeah, but then like the higher skill test will also be check their bench, because sometimes they'll be sitting on the stuff that you need to complete some unit if they're actually scouting themselves as well. So if you're going for a Zed, they'll just hold a Zed to be jerks.
All right, question at number 2. Overtime here. Ryan J asks, which comp do you think is the hardest transition from early game to late game?
Do you want me to answer that one?
Yeah, you get first crack at all of these, Jatt. Swing for the fences.
Wow. I personally think that Woodland Druid is a very difficult transition into late game. Scarra has struggled to switch to Shadow, and Hafu has also been unsuccessful so far. We're seeing it, the results are right in front of us.
So the most difficult ones are going to be the ones that include a lot of these 5-cost units, because those are the most difficult to find, right?
I mean, some I would say are just like bad. Like Light's a really difficult transition, and so is Ranger.
Well, isn't Light just weak until you get it? Well,
yeah.
That's not really a transition.
Yeah, I know, it's just saying.
Well, also, it depends. It's made difficult by what everyone else is going.
Yeah.
So if a lot of people in your lobby are going something, then it's going to be hard to transition into it. But I would say some complicated ones are like Poison Electric, the Blade Master Desert Assassin, maybe, because that one requires a spatula. You don't really, like I said, you don't really want to have the Aatrox in there for your 4th Blade
That
Master.
one's just like unreliable.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of the ones where that rely on spatula have been kind of removed in this set, but this is the main one, this Blade Master one we're looking at.
Yeah, it's not really, a lot of the openers that you use will have a couple natural things that you go into. There's not that many hard transitions where you're like, I'm in this, but now I'm going to this, kind of like Scarra did.
Yeah.
Generally, people don't do that much. He did find a Scion 3 I saw. Hafu is not far from the Maokai 3.
Yeah,
but
he's 15 health.
Really close to dead.
I'd say a big thing too about transitioning and in the late game is looking around, scouting boards. Do you need to put in Mystics for lots of magic damage? Generally, Mystics are just good in general because a lot of magic damage is in the game from Champions Ultimates, but those types of things, or how valuable it is stuff like Cloud.
All right, well,
you dodge.
I have to see if Narkuss is going to be the first one to drop here. He's only at 3 health.
Oh! I'm going to say yes.
Big brain, Jatt.
I'm going to say there's a 7 out of 8 chance he's the first to drop.
Well, we'll have to see. I always love the feeling of like, well, I don't love the feeling, but the bit of relief that you get at the PvE rounds feels so good. You get all the items back, you get to get that little bit of extra gold that you can then roll down on.
Okay,
One Maokai, you got it!
All right, two LeBlancs.
I do this also. Do you move your mouse over
Yeah.
the pieces? I do it to check mentally so I don't pass over something that.
Yeah, but she already completed her Kiana.
And she's never going to go for Kha'Zix 3, so she passed on Kha'Zix.
Yep.
Yeah. That's definitely a trap that you can fall into as well, just hoarding pieces that you're never going to.
Narkuss is in the 4 Cloud Glacial Berserker comp. Really interesting.
Well, he's playing up against the Ocean Mage guy as well, though, so the dodge doesn't help him that much, right?
Yeah, it's not great. You still get the mana regen even when they dodge. Olaf might be able
His
to
Ezreal's going off, too.
Yeah.
And having the 2-star Olaf, he might clutch. Oh, what's that Lux? Is that a Glacial Lux?
I think it's a... It is Glacial. It's not a Cloud.
That's pretty big.
Wait, is it a Cloud?
It's Cloud because he has 4 Cloud. Yeah, you have 4
Cloud
Cloud.
Lux. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Cloud scales really well.
It's also really good to just buy the Cloud Lux because it denies it from everyone else. Cloud as a 2-cost synergy is one of the best in the game.
I didn't see that he had Cloud Lux. That's actually big.
Yeah, because not like I'm saying, it's not only good
my prediction
for you, but it also is good for slowing everyone else down. You think he's not going to die first anymore?
It is no longer 7 of 8.
It is pretty hard now to pull off Berserker and Olaf-based compositions because Berserkers have a hard time getting to an enemy's backline. If they just put frontline units in front, separate their DPS backline, then it's hard for Olaf to actually get back there, and they increase the mana on his ultimate.
Someone's getting knocked out in this fight.
Yep.
All right.
Hafu at 15, Levo at 6.
The Nami 2 is going down in the silence.
Here's the Brand ult, though. Only got a single cast.
Kiana's going to pop off, too.
Yeah.
The Spear of Sojin ults are coming through. It is a big wipe.
There we go.
Narkuss actually got knocked out, too. So you managed to be correct still, but...
He could have just ran a little bit further to the corner.
Scarra's smiling. He's got his 3-star Scion there.
Yeah, but he's...
Still no Yees for super endgame Shadow.
It doesn't seem like anyone's really playing around the Inferno Square that hard in this game.
It's not one of the ones that you can play around the hardest.
The generic attack speed.
Yeah, you basically just put it on one of your carries until it gets 3 items, and then you move it off and put your secondary carry on there. Like you see...
Yeah, it's not like the Cloud one where you just put an Iceborne Gauntlet tank, and that's what you need to compete.
Ooh, still sitting on the Brand 1 here. He's got 1 Brand on bench. Has never been able to get to the Brand 2. That really boosts your DPS when you're running your Ocean
does have a
Mages like
3-star, or excuse me, 2-star Thieves Gloves Yorick, though.
Yeah,
but against Assassins, too, it's just so brutal. Like, Ocean Mage does have a couple of tough matchups in the late game.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't hit your 2-star Brand, it's going to be real rough.
Yeah.
This is a close one.
Yeah.
No one's really running away with it.
Yeah, Xiao was on a really big win streak, but he started dropping off a little bit, too.
Is there any force of nature? No.
No, I think best thing to look at might be Titanic or Giant Slayer, depending on...
Also, in these ones where the items, even though you often look at items and these are completed ones, you can go for the 5 cost. If you're slotting in something like upgrading to a Yi 2 or Sins or something like that, it could be one of the changes where usually you're looking at items, but now you're looking at the units. Because 5 cost upgrades make the world go round.
Yeah. I wonder if that Ionic is a little...
2 Sins.
Ooh,
1 more.
Got no money left.
Wow.
Oh,
well, one away from a
Sivir 3.
Sivir 3 is pretty crazy. Doesn't have the best Sivir items. You usually like disables or something on her.
But look at the Yi 2 here for the Blade Master comp.
Well,
okay, he's pretty strong.
This is why I love the Blade Master comp. You just get so many carries. Like, his Nocturne's disgusting. The Yi's going to be strong. The Sivir's going to be gross. Like, so many things become late game threats. as well as having good front and backline damage.
Hey, we
Hafu
got the brand 2 here.
Hafu again.
for Hafu.
That 3-star Vladimir with the Ionic. And he finally got
Well,
brand
the Nami
2.
got popped.
Okay.
Brand. Did he get the double cast though?
No, just one, I think.
Yeah, it
no,
looks
he
like
has double.
He'll ult again right after GA.
Yeah, he got a double
But it
cast.
hit the LeBlanc in the corner.
I think actually
He's got it.
Hafu's gonna die here.
Yep.
Upgraded that brand
Oh.
just in time.
Scar's at 1 health. Okay, I think Scar does not have
Scarra
a
said he was aiming for top 4. He
And
just needs to
I mean, his
outlast one
aim's
more.
pretty close. If you're aiming for top 4 and you get 5th, that's still pretty close.
But that's a miss though.
It is a miss. But it's the type of miss that goes around the rim a few times and then goes out. Or it's like a James Harden dunk.
Those are some obscure references
I mean,
for a lot of the audience.
the James Harden dunk went pretty viral.
Oh, he didn't get the extra Kindred.
That's a really...
He's got a 1 Kindred.
a 1 Varus, a
one
1
Yorick.
Yorick.
Oh.
This is, yeah, he hit only Scion.
This team is Scion.
Well, Scar put all his items on the Kindred and didn't get hindered.
Oh, this is rough. He's playing against the
and he's playing against
Blade
the Nog.
Master Assassin.
He's in
dead.
the corner already. He knows.
He knows it's over.
Scramble, Scar,
Hold on.
scramble.
He's scrambling, but his Scion is...
Yeah, but it's not going to be enough.
Scion!
Is it?
Nocturne's going to 1v9.
No, he's not.
Oh, wait, it got one shot by the
Get back in
Vanguard.
there, Scar!
Got it! Yeah!
Look at the shocked face.
The dream is alive. Top 4, let's go.
He actually has a lot of upgrades, too. He's one off
Yeah.
both of them, so...
He really needs Kindred.
Imagine if he had 2 stars.
Oh, Kindred!
Got the Kindred.
Well, I heard him on stage from
You
where
can-
we're
you can
sitting
hear his
right
laugh.
now. Yeah.
Okay, what are the Drake items as well? Because sometimes this can be really swingy.
Dragon's Claw is decent,
Yeah.
but not
I saw
ideal.
the kill. What's the name of the one that gets stronger every time you get a kill?
Deathblade.
Deathblade. There's a Deathblade on one of these. That could be huge.
Deathcap's huge as well.
Yeah, these are good dragon items.
The Deathblade, sadly, for the Ocean Mage player, which is not the best.
True.
Used to take it, but
Can you do
You'll
two
definitely take any item.
You can't do
but-
2 Deathblades on one character, can you?
I've never tried it. But I don't think it's unique passive. But I think you could.
It's a lot of BF swords.
Yeah.
You get a lot of money. I like this change too, where you get the small money.
Yeah, as you whittle it
points
down.
off a dragon. Feels quite nice.
Deathblade 1-star Nami.
All right, roll it down. Roll it down. Where's the Sivir? Okay, Kazakh's upgrade. Definitely take that.
Okay, do you sell your Scar? Yeah, he's going for the Sivir.
Realistically,
Oh, and he's out of cash. The Yasuo one's still in.
And he's still holding out hope for a 3-star Nocturne later
I
with the
think you
28
just give
health.
up on that.
All right, Dragon Claw on your Kazakhs or your Yi? What do you got?
Yi.
Kha'Zix already has enough survivability for the most part, just running around.
I mean, Yi also does resetting aggro, meditate, but I would also go Yi.
All right, let's see. Scarra got his upgrade.
His Scion is very strong.
That was a weird Nami ult. Went only in the corner.
Oh, the Valtar. The brand has the GA
no,
too. Yeah.
it's dead.
Scar!
Over.
Run! Scramble! Scramble!
Oh, okay, he's dead.
But
Can you?
Oh wait.
No, no one else can get eliminated. They
Because
already took damage.
Jinsol had already lost.
Biff,
Yeah,
that was
but it's-
close, chat. That was around the
It
rim.
was. Maybe he can submit something to the league and maybe get it overturned.
I doubt it.
I'm
but,
done with my obscure references now. I'm sorry.
Ooh, there's a Nami upgrade.
yeah, and it's the Deathblade Nami.
Okay, if he hits Sivir 3, is that enough to just win the whole lobby?
Not really.
I need to see the
I
other
saw
one.
a 2-star Zed there. I want to see the items.
Yeah, because
True.
Zed is a late game win condition all on his own.
But Blade Master Desert Assassins has a really high peak.
Oh wait,
there was
it's
at least
G-
a
it was-
Redemption.
I think I saw GA and a Phantom Dancer.
Yeah, if that's Redemption, GA, Phantom Dancer, Zed, that
Oh,
is-
it's Dragon Claw. Okay, so it's
Okay.
not quite as crazy, but that's still pretty gross.
that's really, really
What are
good.
the best Zed items? Wouldn't Ionic Spark be pretty troll as well, or does it come online too late?
It works for all. It works for.
It would be more like a third item. The best,
Yeah.
I think, by itself is GA, and then I think second
GA,
best is
yeah.
Redemption. But
Because you get a billion of them.
yeah, I mean, if your Zed doesn't die early, the
Just
Redemption's
look at
better.
him go.
This is
Zed.
goofy.
Yeah. If your Zed's gonna die early, GA's better. If it's not gonna die early, Redemption's better. But they're really close. 3-star Vladimir actually.
These are the most annoying games when you really just want to get Sivir 3 and you sit on it for 5 rounds in a row.
You have 20 gold basically just chilling there.
I want to see it.
There's a Tibbers upgrade. He's got to give up on his.
Do it.
Yeah.
You're at 8
actually
health.
really
I mean, he's
big.
top 4 already, so we know who's moving on to the final.
Actually, yeah, that is the goal.
Yeah.
Now it's just down to
Pride.
honor. All right, the Blade Masters, can they take down the Zed? Z2, great items. Hasn't been hit yet. Does he get off the first shadows? They start chaining. He's actually getting pretty low.
Yeah, it was the first redemption, though.
You got the Nocturne down, though.
Up to Zed,
That's gonna win
baby.
it.
He's got too many Zeds up.
You see, chat, there are full compositions, and then there are
And there's
There's
Zed.
guys with items.
2-star
Yeah.
Zeds and
What's the
2-star
easiest late game transition? Oh yeah, the 2-star Zed with Redemption.
I mean,
PA.
this is also good because Ocean Mages has summoners in it, and it's very easy to put Zed in there, giving your shadows
And it
more
pumps mana
longevity.
into him.
And exactly, it pops mana into him, so you can get those casts as well.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's,
there was
it's
a
actually a
Sivir in
really
this
good Zed
carousel.
comp.
I've seen a couple people take the I know it's not called Quicksilver. I just called Quicksilver. The
CC break thing?
yeah, the CC break.
It is, isn't it?
Is it called
Yeah.
Quicksilver? Okay. I doubted myself because there's an item of
I
Quicksilver in the
never
league as well.
doubted you, Mark.
Ever?
Wait a minute. There it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and he popped the items off intentionally because he wants to get better Sivir items. That was really
That was
good.
clean. That was actually clean.
Just gotta move him over one.
Get everything
now.
onto this Yi here.
Okay, is the 3-star Sivir enough to take down the 2-star Zed?
Well, we have to see who gets the main
So,
board. Okay, he's
yeah.
got the clone board, which means Honglian's taking down Jschritte, who's on the win streak with the crazy Zed. So I think
Yeah. I think this is going to give us our top.
Classic brand fight here. Oh, Nami Wave actually going only halfway. Doesn't hit the other brand.
got the double brand cast, but
Nami Wave out to the side there
Zed's
again.
here
Zed's
comes the
still
Zeds,
up.
yeah. Zed with Dragon Claw is just so brutal for another Ocean Mage player. Look at
Don't you love seeing the call downs of all the redemption?
it was funny because there was like 2 Zeds almost dead, and then suddenly there was like 5 more.
It's actually one of the most hilarious units because of the item multiplying effect.
So I want to test your TFT knowledge. You've seen both the comps. Right now, which one do you think will
So
win?
I always bet on
The Zed.
2-star Zeds and 2-star Singed comps. So there's only one of those.
If his Sivir had disable items, I would maybe consider it. Because
Right.
if you Swordbreaker is that, it can be pretty brutal. But he doesn't have any way of actually locking anything down. That's the one problem with the Blade Master comps. It's pretty much all damage.
I mean, yeah, silence, hushes are very
Yeah,
good.
Hushes can be really good too. Like any of those disables on your Sivir can help, but he doesn't have anything actually.
And does he even have healing reduction for the Zed?
All right,
reduction?
look it out. You
Look
can
like
see in the back. It's Zed versus Sivir. He
Sivir's
pops the
going
first shadow.
fast.
Redemption comes down.
Oh, he killed it.
Sivir's done it. Hey, the 3-star, baby. Oh,
He's got
What?
it.
it's brand versus
So
the
that's what,
world.
now you can reposition.
And that was actually pretty good, getting Zed onto the...
Oh, he got a sword. Oh, he can't get it on anything great though.
He's
Yeah.
already maxed out his Sivir.
Yeah, even on a Nocturne it can be super good.
And
but
you put it on Kha'Zix, I guess?
prob-
Or do you put it on the Rek'Sai because the steel will make him live longer?
I just put on the Kha'Zix.
Yeah, I think Kha'Zix's jumping around.
What's the other one? Is it...
I think it's Rek'Sai or Kha'Zix. You put it
No,
on.
I mean,
put it
what's the
on
other item? What's the other
Oh,
item?
that's a
I'm trying to look at the
Hurricane.
board. Okay. That's not gonna help a...
Yeah,
Hey,
Zed's
you don't
already
think so?
maxed.
That's not gonna help a mage player.
I guess you would put it on.
I mean,
I don't know.
I just give it to Annie.
Yeah.
Did he have the Nami in here? Was he the Nami mage player? No.
No.
So he didn't get the 2-star Nami for him yet. All right.
I mean,
Jschritte actually did really well in a lot of the Twitch tournaments that we were doing for TFT too. All right, let's see. There we go. He gets a Nami, but
yeah. I mean, you'll take Warden out for that.
yeah.
Thing is, his Janna was acting as bait for Xiao Zhe here. So I wonder if Jschritte wants to.
What was that?
I vote Kha'Zix. What are you voting?
I think you should go on the Rek'Sai, but
Okay.
he's actually gonna. Is he gonna wait to
Wait.
see who goes on Zed, and then he's
Oh,
gonna put it
that'd
on
be
him?
kind of smart.
Oh no, he's not.
All right. Yeah.
Kiana,
Okay.
All right.
He's disarmed. This Sivir is.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the 3-cost Sivir bait.
Oh wait, here's some
3-star.
Dead Shadows though with redemptions coming down.
But the AOE.
No. They
Okay.
Okay.
Zed.
Uh,
Okay. That's it.
Shadow
Yeah.
Clone Jutsu!
Wait, is it going to be enough? It's 13 damage.
It's enough. Look how many there are.
Yeah, but those they don't count.
Okay.
Yeah, only one. That's the funniest thing with Zed late game in a really close fight is you actually have to lose to it like 3 or 4 times because you do only like 10 damage around.
Because usually the real Zed is not left.
Yeah, so you're just doing little legend damage.
This is likely the final bout.
Yes. So the Sivir needs some help to kill the Zed, it looked like. Because last time there were multiple units that turned onto the Zed. When it was just Sivir there, it wasn't quite enough.
Well, really, you need to get the disarm item onto Zed early, somehow.
Yeah, but...
You can't, because you put it on an assassin, so he's going to bait it with Nami every time, and the Zed's going to be gone.
All right, where's he going?
Yeah,
back to Janna. Sivir's unharassed at the moment.
He's on Zed. Zed.
Her Rage Blade's really stacking up, though.
No, but there's too much mage damage, it feels like.
Real Zed is dead.
There's a bunch of high health clones.
No, I think the Sivir's got it. I can't tell. Wait, no, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, my money on Zed is safe.
Yeah, it looked scary for a second, but...
the Sivir's still untouched.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Know, man.
The ults!
The healing reduction's going to come in.
Overtime!
Wait, what happened?
Oh my
Sivir
God!
not taking damage.
She has handed Justice healing. She has the
she procced it.
She got the healing.
Oh my God!
That's it. No, it's not.
Wait.
4 health.
Oh,
okay.
My.
Hand of Justice is 50-50, whether you get auto attack damage or you get the health on hit.
And the health on it in overtime is just
in
too much.
overtime with the Blade Master reset.
Yeah.
On all those clones.
Holy.
Oh,
that was an
man.
exciting TFT.
Now we're down to betting on Hand of Justice. What's it gonna be this time?
I can't even tell from spectator. So,
if you have the glowy thing under the healing.
Yeah.
he keeps moving his Sivir around as well, because the fact that Sivir was full health early.
Yeah.
And he's moved the Kiana as well. I want to see where Kiana jumps.
I think it's healing again? Question mark?
You wouldn't know till now. I can't tell.
All right, let's see.
Ooh, Nocturne just one-shot.
Yeah,
Manny.
He's
the
gaining
healing
lives.
Yeah,
He's gaining
I saw the
lives.
plus 50. Look, she's got the plus 50.
Yeah. And Nocturne's popping off.
Oh, yeah, he's got this one for sure.
Yeah.
He's quick this time. Jschritte.
There you go.
GG.
The 3-star Sivir finally delivers.
I think I'm ready to hop in.
You've seen enough? You're ready?
Yeah, I've seen enough.
Get up there on stage? Or just going into ranked?
I mean, I might be able to play in the Littles game.
There you go.
Yeah, I could hop in ranked again, though, because they
the
reset.
the only qualification for the little is that they can't be challenger.
I'm not challenger.
So
Not
yes,
worried about
but
that.
they can be grandmasters.
Okay.
And I feel like you'd still get slapped.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Never mind. I was gonna go to bat for Jatt. I think he could do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since
That's fair.
we've been teaching him this whole time. We've got much better direction
There
to
has,
him
there
than
has
the
to be
legends
a,
give to the
there
littles
has to
normally.
be a villain. In the anime here of Jatt where he's the protagonist, you're on his side.
My TFT set to journey.
Yeah.
I'm the doubter. All right, we're going to update the overall standings as well. And we're going to have another round, which is the Littles, which they'll give a little bit coaching to later. Becca, of course, won the first round of the Legends fight that we had. She's still on top.
Yep, Jazzy, the other winner. Jschritte getting second, Honglian third, Jinsol fourth.
All right, so Jatt, what you said you're ready. What are you going to aim for then? You lay out your plan?
Yeah, so...
Or are you going to remain flexible and try your hand at the mid-game transitions?
I'm going to remain flexible.
Oh.
I'm going to start with Woodland Druids.
Okay, that's
I'm
going to
type in chat to scare other people off of Woodland Druids. I'll tell them I'm crazy. I don't have Elo anyway. I'm going to roll.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah. And then I'm going to get luckier than Hafu did, actually get to the end of the roll comp, and then I'm good.
Okay, so you're just in a
top
hyper roll.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just go
that's
Predators
simple.
then. No one Predators this lobby. It's really weird.
Yeah.
The Woodland Assassin.
No one started with
hyper
Predators, right? Like they.
Yeah, if you don't get it, it's kind of hard. But even then, I think, yeah.
Or I'm just going to econ to 8 and try and get Singed and Zed.
Yeah.
Those are the
Just
alternate.
remember to look for Morella Nomicon parts early, so you
Yeah.
can make one for Singed, and then
Yeah.
all the
GA
Zed items. Yeah.
And a redemption.
Yeah. I'm ready to go.
He's got the full kit.
Yeah. Easy.
Look either for hyper rolling on
And I have
Druids or
TFT
go for
mechanics.
these.
Like I know how to sell and do all the hotkeys and stuff.
But okay, what I will say is, like, recognition is the most important thing, I think, more than the mechanics for like making the fast plays and decisions. And if you haven't played too much set 2 before and you're not used to looking at all the icons in the shop and stuff like that, that will slow you down more than your mechanics.
Ooh, also, something I learned when I was playing on my laptop, turn off flux because it messes with all the colors. Can't really tell the difference.
Because you grinded TFT in preparation for this event, right? Like you went from unranked to diamond before you started this.
I did, because I quit.
All right, that's enough about Kobe's credit. Let's.
I quit the set 1 a while ago. Okay, after the break, though, the LCK and LPL All-Stars take to the Rift. But before, we are going to hear from Shox, who has caught up with the reigning world champion on his All-Star experience so far.
Thank you very much. I'm here with Doinbi and Jisun assisting for the translation. Doinbi is, of course, a world champion, but did get knocked out in the 1v1 tournament. Doinbi, what happened in the 1v1 match versus Fofo?
네, 도인비 선수 월드 챔피언이신데 아쉽게도 1대1에서는 이제 탈락을 하셨어요. 1대1에서 어떤 일이 지금 일어난 건가요?
이거 1대1이 생각보다 많이 힘들더라고요. 생각해야 될 게 많고 아무래도 약간 이렐리아 이런 잭스, 레넥톤 이런 챔피언들이 좀 강세를 보이는 것 같은데 그거를 잘 몰랐어요.
So I think 1v1 is trickier than I thought because there are so many things to think. So I think Jax, Irelia, Renekton, those are the champions that's going to be really strong, but I didn't really know that.
Okay, well, that is unfortunate, but you can still play the other modes, and there is a big clash of LPL versus LCK coming up. First, I want to know, what role are you playing? Are you playing mid, or are you playing something else? And what are your fighting words for the LCK?
그러면 네, 하실 수 있네요.
네, 저는 뭐 미드 라인을 그대로 갈 것 같아요. 왜냐면은 미드를 할 만한 사람이 없어요, 저희 팀에. 그게 문제고, 두 번째가 저는 빡겜 할 것 같아요, 아무래도. 근데 약간 챔피언은 약간 질게임 위주로 가면서, 근데 게임은 당연히 게임 내에서는 빡겜을 할 것 같아요.
So I'll be sticking to mid lane because there's no other player to go mid lane. So I'll be going to mid lane, and also I think I'll be a little bit try hard. Well, actually about the champion pick, it's gonna be like for fun, but in game it's gonna be all in.
Who are you most looking forward to kill in the game and take down?
그럼 LCK에서 누구를 제일 죽이고 싶으신가요?
어제도 얘기했는데 클리드 선수를 0킬 10덱스 만드는 게 목표입니다, 오늘.
As I mentioned yesterday, Clid, my former teammate, I'm gonna make him 0-10-0.
Okay, gonna make him suffer. Fantastic. We're looking forward to that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jisun. We're gonna take a quick break, but we will be back with that show match of the LCK.